Okay. The barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. They are as follow: population, loyalty, military, economy, divine, relation, stability, magic, culture, and espionage. Stat increase if your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subject to riot and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has a certain milestone or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further development of the stat and upgrade to this rank will be possible only if you have an advisor in the relevant position. Governing your barony will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the stolen lands in this advisor position. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all of these characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Every advisor acts on their own ideology. They have their own opinions on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you may want to select character whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Open the Advisor tab on the right of the screen, click an empty slot, and select a character to appoint them as advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated in the upper right corner of the advisor's cards. Only advisors may address the problem, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave this position vacant. The name of the barony cannot be changed later in the game. So, what name? I am bad with name. I am bad with name. Chat. So to say to you that, for example, it's I have a name, Taya Barony, but you know, so something like that. Barony. It will be good. Okay. So let's go with that. Taya Barony. Okay, so South March. You see the map. The map is huge. It's huge. And for example, if I go on foot from my place to Oleg place that's more on the north here, it's so far. Let's see. That is my settlement. Nothing is built yet. Project advisors. Okay, so regent answer subject complaints and concerns are heard by the ruler and serves as a link between the baroness and the people. Valerie or Octavia? Start to follow the letter. The laws is the law. So now a counselor. The counselor deals with troubles of the common folk and helps settle lands dispute and agricultural matters. This advisor ensures citizens remain loyal to the throne. I have 2, and I'm think. I'm going to put her because she has a loyalty of +4. And she has a community of +2. Okay, so the general is the highest ranking officer in the army of the barony, and he is responsible for watching the borders and protecting the realm. That's it. I'm Miri for the direct approach. Rekongar is hotter than direct, but he has a lot more strengths than other stuff. You have a +5. It's a +5 that wins. Treasurer. The treasurer duty is to keep the coffers of the barony full and ensure any gold spent is spent wisely. No candidates are available for this position. Oh. And High Priest, no matter what deity they serve, the High Priest strives to satisfy the spiritual needs of all citizens in the barony. We have Arim or Jod Kafken. Jod does his best to solve problems without disrupting a local tradition. Harim favor unusual but effective solutions. Let's go with Harim. Okay, I pass on those. Region 1. Declare the outskirt part of your kingdom. Let's see. So choose an advisor to handle this one. Project cost 150 BP. We have 450. Requires 14 days to solve. Yeah. Rank 1. Okay. Stat rank. Okay, start the claim. You may claim new region to expand your territory. Open the region tab on the right side of the screen and select the relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony stats. Not finished. One your barony stat has reached 20 points. It's time for you to increase its ranks. First meet with your advisor, discuss the future states. The future of the state. To do so, return to the capital and click the button of the appropriate, etc. etc. Okay. Success. So the outskirts are mine. Yeah. So where we came from is around here with Brevoy. And we went around here with something else. So that's a map. That's the advisor, and I still have nobody for the thing here. That is done. Orders, nothing. Curse. Curse. 45 days to resolve. Now that the undead engineer's curse has been left, it might be prudent to study it and be more prepared next time. Let's start Harim. He will do it for 45 days, and I do not need to stay for that. You need to talk to one of your advisors to address important matters in your barony. To do that, you have to close the barony management screen and get back to the throne room. Okay. Training needs nothing. Economy. Rebuild the Temple of the Elk. Restore. Still answer. Evans offer. Priest from Oristov has strong interest in spreading. Oh, that's the. He's already on something else. PH the temple. Plunder the thing. Plunder the Temple of the Elk and rob it of all remaining treasure. Plus 150 BP. Prevent from future restoration of the temple. I'm not sure it's a good idea. I want to rebuild it, but Harim is occupied. And we have no one for that. Okay, rank up Nothing. Projects, events, consumer weight, animals request, trade taxes, stats, loyalty is rank 1, purchase PP. I want 500. Sell. So I did what I could. And if you see the events, trade takes some off health trading fabric in. Let's see, so what's that? In the capital, discovered a loophole in a law which made it possible to avoid paying most taxes. The news spread quickly through the American Guild. Measures should be taken immediately, or the Treasury will take a loss. Crisis point. 70% chance. Require date simply d20 plus 6 success chance 70%, 95, 100%. Yeah, start event. So I'm going what to no, okay, I just start. Okay, and this one as well. Okay, to the throne room to see Harim. What does he want with me? The Baroness. Your Grace, please spare me a moment of your time. As you know, it is my responsibility to hear what words are spoken when you are absent. And I must say, what I have heard lately does not bring me peace. The people are suspicious of their new Baroness. But I know how to solve this problem. I took the liberty of composing a list of the wealthiest and most influential merchants in the region. All that is required of you is to hold an lavish dinner to show them how generous their support is rewarded. This will draw heavily from the treasury, but I'm sure they will appreciate the gesture and your noble attention. Of course, you could use the dinner money instead to entertain your peasants, but I wouldn't recommend it. The whims of the crown change with the wind. You will forget your generosity after the first bad harvest. +2 community and culture, +2 economy and relation, 20 BP. Keep your mind. Fair for the common people. I want them to know that I hold them closest to my heart. We will hold a luxury dinner party for the Americans. The support of our wealthiest citizen is essential. Yep. An imperial choice, Your Grace. I shall make the necessary arrangements. I'm not in support of the people, as you see. So I went for... Yeah, I took this opportunity. Haim Rook burst. He runs his finger through his beard and clears his throat a few times. Speak at last. I heard. Not that this is important, but well. I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarf of the Five Kings Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving times spares no one, but the road itself is still here, and possibly not only the road. Well, Taya, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eye. Why do you ask this? I shouldn't, probably. But it's like a wound that's never healed. You know, it will only hurt more, but you still need to scratch it. Of course, it's foolish and vain. But still I wish to look at them. Of course, Arim. If I find any dwarven ruins, I'll take you to them. Thank you, Taya. Ahem, thank you. Your Grace, I was at Lolex's trading post recently and I noticed old Boken just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. This is most of for unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills, since the locals needs nothing more than the simplest of healing potion. And then it struck me. Why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoction and tinctures will certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant. To access the Burning management screen, click on the table standing before the tree. Okay. The advisor and the Baroness will spend 14 days on a special project to increase the rank of our respective stat. You can find one such project under the Project tab. Assign an advisor and start the project to increase the rank of the stat. Okay. That's done. That's 14 days. Project. Support. To conceal endeavor. Spend 2 weeks resolving the royalty citizen. She's doing something else. She's doing something else. So I can do nothing. Okay. What do I need to build? I have a loyalty of 21. I want stability 8. Culture and espionage is 0. 1 village, 0 town, 0 city, crisis point 3. Committee represent the Bernese, single member regent. More military. Enter. You may construct buildings to increase your Bernese stats. Each building has a cost in BP and a construction time. You may construct several buildings simultaneously. To start constructing, select a building unit from the list on the right side of the screen and place it in an empty slot in the settlement. Building may provide special bonuses if you meet certain conditions. Most commonly, 2 buildings must stand close together to grant the bonus. Make sure you use this feature to your full benefit when planning a settlement. Okay, build. Military +1 can be agreed to. Garrison requires town. Affect jail, reinforced wall, school, stone, wall, tavern, and watchtower. That's military, longhouse. Wow, piers. And wooden wall. Okay, wooden wall. That will be built. Affect watchtower and piers. That will be built too. And a watchtower, as a guard post and landmark, +1 military when located in a simultaneous with a barrack, +1 to stability when located in a simultaneous with walls, can be built in separate slots. Watchtower and a barrack. Barrack. After that, affect jail. Yeah, the jail, we can't. No. Reinforced wall, school. School? We have that? No. Tavern and watchtower. So, tavern. Plus waiting, drinking, asking the host about the local rumors. +1 to relation with when adjacent to a longhouse. +1 espionage when adjacent to a barrack. A barrack. Tavern. Longhouse. They affect a lot of things too, but not the barrack too. Adjacent, just one stability when adjacent to a long house. Adjacent to barrack. Okay. I want more stability for now, so let's put it next to that. Brewery. Plus 1 to loyalty when located in a settlement with a windmill and located in a settlement with a tavern. So does not need to be next to them. Store grain and food, affect windmill. Lumberyard. Wood material needed for construction plus 1 duration when located in a settlement with spears. And bold in a settlement with lumberyard. There was... It's so complex. Rich and stones. Oh! You decided to finally follow me. Thank you for the follow, Foxy. So, I am happy to see that you like my channel. Hold on. Let's see. No, don't worry. I need to put an automatic message every 30 minutes to the people watching me, even if you are not even if you are not writing on the chat. I know you are here, and I need to put an automatic message. Don't forget to follow me for further stream, things like that. Okay. Meal grain plus 1 community if located in a settlement with a granary or brewery, plus 2 if there's both. So granary, brewery, and windmill. Brewery, granary, windmill with a tavern. Oh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Build a separate slot. Okay, shop. Forge, Fronday, and Smithy. Okay, can be a trade shop. Shrine, Smithy. Smithy is kind of metal. Provide. Just 1 economy to bind adjacent to a shop. Okay. Tavern. Watchtower. Plus 1 speed. Okay. Windmill. Monument. A bell tower, large tomb, or public art display. Affect Grand Temple, Shrine, Temple. Can I put a shrine? Oh yes, I can. Small shrine on a similar holy site, plus 1 to divine while adjacent to a monument. Oh, nice. So I'm going to put the shrine next to the longhouse with a monument next to the shrine, because I will get plus 1 divine here. And I'm out of PP. I can put a granary, but located in a cell with a windmill and plus 1 located in a settlement with a tavern. I will put a granary, and after that a brewery. Okay. That's my city, and they are building. They are building. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of here. What's that? Trade taxes. Oh yes. She's doing that. So what I can do is I can just leave the barony and go elsewhere for my quest. What's that? Personal stash. Oh, I can put a lot of things in that. Let's see. I'm going to put all of that. I'm going to keep that. I don't need it. Maybe keep those. Nothing here. Lord Protector, dueling sword. Eh? Why did I? This +2 dueling sword refuses to attack the one its wear sword protect, imposing a -5 penalty to attack rolls against 3D target. Yeah. Stay there. I don't know to use that. And it's done. Okay. So if I go here, I remember something. It was... Oh, yes, all done. Okay. Okay, we finished here. Let's see. So, Noble Welcome, Companion Quest, Kingdom Quest. Prove your worth. I can do that. Sorrow Flow. Settle in the capital and scare the Baroness to visitor. Skills. Okay, so. Okay. I'm going to this quest. I can directly leave for the map or my city directly from there. Oh. Ow.
I greet you, my savior. You who defeated those who nearly brought my ruin. I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. The shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lady, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you.
That's was happy to help. I'll see you soon in the verdant chambers. So I don't need any reward. Seeing you is the best reward for me. What a choice. What a choice. With all precious friend bushes.
Then come to my chamber and be my guest. We'll share stories and laughter, imagine the future, and dream. So long, I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter's snow.
Okay. Where am I? To the throne room, into the house, into the house, into the house. Verdal, Arsenal, Azuf. It's the other house. This house. No.
I'm there.
I am going to the house of my people. That's so strange. AC house. Oh yeah, she said that she was. That's her house. No, not now. It's you. I wanted to say I feel almost sure that I've just witnessed some sort of divine intervention. I knew it. Couldn't last forever. What did he even make this world if he knew it would be impossible to keep? Come that what may, you should know, dear, that the person you know by the name of AC does not exist. My real name is Kalik, and well, it's a long story, and such stories are better told beside a welcome fire. Will you hear me out? Fine, let's go. Stories by the fire in the desert where I was born, my fondest memory when the day it's done, host and guest, parent and children, friends and rivals, all gather by the fire under the stars to tell their tales, all they did, all they witnessed, all they heard from other travelers, and the whispers carried by the desert wind. My sister and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of light and warmth. We are hellspawn, you see. Tieflings are unwelcome guests in Kadira, unblessed by the light of merciful Sarenrai. We grew up sleeping in common tent, scavenging food here and there like orphans, but all but outcast and disowned. We were 13 when we left and set off to find happiness in the cities, and everyone we left behind sighed. My sister and I, we are twins, but as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Kanira, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, but one that turns everything to ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water tired traveler and nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I am bound to bring death. Despite our differences, we are one. Our life belongs to divine Netis, and by his mercy we now live. In turns, when one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch place, just as you witnessed. So this is why you didn't remember me when we were talking to Jamendi Aldori. How could I remember you? I never met you at the time. That was Kanura. She was the one who talked to you at the reception and helped you fight off the assassins. We usually write each other notes, recounting in details all that happened, and describing any friends that Casey had made. But that time we switched right in the middle of a mission engulfed into fire and filled with assassins. Kanira didn't have the time to write any note. And how is it you began to live in turns? This story, it's one I've never told to anyone before, no one in the whole world, and it's not easy to confide in a stranger. There's too much grief and guilt in it. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go into all the details. You see, my sister died, and I couldn't get over it. Kanira was killed by a soul eater, a monster summoned by secret follower of Abaddon's archdemons. Those who summoned him died in the fight, but the beast was too strong for my sister, and I wasn't even there to protect her. We just had a fight, and we both did some stupid thing just before. But I don't want to talk about that now. When I found out about what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power. If only I could just get her back. And I found such a power. I was contacted by the Notain, the herald of the god Netis himself. She promised she will return Canua to life, but on 2 conditions. First, we must both keep the arrangement a secret. Second, we'll never be able to meet again. And so our new life began. Now we flee through the world, guarding our secrets, always introducing ourselves as Casey to hide there are 2 of us. And we switch places with each other at random. When one lives, the other sleeps in a demi-plane, one created specially for us. And you can control these switches? No, we can't. They happen at random, most often while we're sleeping, but sometimes in broad daylight. That's why we can never stay in one place for long. When someone witnesses such switch, we usually tell them tales of a special magical way of doing. People start noticing strange things and begin to figure things out. Truth be told, I'm so tired of having to pretend. We knew this couldn't last forever. I know the truth is fake. What's the point in all this? You revealed your secret to me. It means you broke one of the rules set by the deity's herald. Yes, will you make me regret this, dear? I just thought I'd felt you might be someone you could help my sister and me change our fate. What can I do to help? That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Kaniwa was supposed to tell you of an ancient treasury that we've been looking for. Gold isn't the only thing of value in this place. It may contain an ancient relic taken by the Taldan raiders from a respected Kadiran temple of Netis. It's an unusual relic called the Disk of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that it was created from the shadow that hides the sun and the moon. But I don't think that could be the truth. Netis is the god of magic, who was once a mortal wizard, and relics from his temple are usually very powerful. There are many among his followers who think that solving the mystery of magic, even revealing their deities, is the best way to serve him. One such follower created the disc long ago in the distant past. According to legend, it gave its owner control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizard boats by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them traveled the plains, the other was his anchor in our world, and they could switch between. Do you see now why we so desperately wish to find a disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and Kaniwa works, and it should make our divine patron happy. Netis and his assistants value the desire to understand the mystery of magic above all else. And how did this disc come to be in the Stolen Lands? It was brought here by the Taldans from the 5th Army of Exploration. Taldor and Kadira were enemies for ages. Thousands of years ago, a soldier broke into the temple of Netis and stole the ring. To sell it or secretly bought it as an heirloom. Hundreds of years later, his own kin or the kin of his 100th buyer brought the disc to these strange lands, where Taldans had come and invented as usual, and which they finally vanished from with little trace. Sometimes history is as intricate as lace. You'd never guess where it begins and where it ends. Tell me about the location of the treasury. It was called Sorrow Flow. In the chronicle we read, it was once a Taldan town found by the veteran of the 5th Army of Exploration. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river, and that was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated this settlement, killing many and driving the rest to flee. Only the tower on the cliffs remained, which was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time, but last year it receded. My friend found a chronicle which recounted the destruction of the city and spoke of the disk of the eclipse which was kept there. They managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by the monster and beast that roamed the area. If it means profited, then I agree. You and my sister have much in common. Can you allow 6 advantage in any situations? I hope the treasure of sorrowful treasure will not disappoint you. I will wait for you there at Sorrowflow, and please let's explore the ruins together, just the two of us. I don't want to give myself away again in front of your companions. Breaking the Arconaute's conditions was enough. I have no wish to anger our gods so long. Whew, that was a long reading. Just reward. Eat an if in verdant chamber. Throw trouble. Unwanted legacy. How to build a castle. Found a new village on the outskirts. Get ready for anything. The curse gain power. Loyal servants. Some people would say that the most important position is that of the treasurer. The applicant for this position must be smart, well-educated, keen, honest, paying, adopt. Do such mortals even exist? No. Old alchemist, you can usually find him at Oleg's trading post. Book annexation at 5 years. It's another quest. Let's get out of this town. Excellent. Yep. Yep. And saving. Where do we go? That's the Bal Hilltop. And I need to go to Oleg. 22 hours. Okay, let's go. Let's travel the land. I don't want to fight. I am a coward. So I don't fight. Sorry. Oh, okay.
In due time.
Is my group. Okay. Okay, now would you like to become my court alchemist? Court alchemist? Me? That'd be a first. Yeah, fine. Come what may, you have been kind to me. Killed those damn spider and brought an old man some berries. It'll work for you. Just one thing though. I need a new laboratory, some place to keep all my bottles and ingredients, a workshop, yes, and as for me, don't you worry, he'll do my part. Okay, so we just recruited that man. No, just got. Oh.
Follow if
Okay.
you dare.
Oof.